Florida Panthers have defeated the Carolina Hurricanes 5-3 in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals, securing a 4-1 series win and advancing to their third consecutive Stanley Cup final. Game 5 saw the Hurricanes take an early 2-0 lead in the first period, but the Panthers responded with 3 goals in the second period. The Hurricanes tied it in the third, but Carter Verhaeghe, assisted by captain Alexander Barkov, scored the game-winning goal with under 8 minutes remaining. Here's how fans reacted to the game. One fan writes, Florida teams competing in the last 6 Stanley Cup finals, Tampa X3 and now Panthers X3, is quite the stat. Ryan shares Sebastian Aho's perspective, writing Sebastian Aho, "To me, you either win or lose a series. What's it matter if you lose in 4 or 7, whatever? You lose the series, right? Like I said before, you're proud that the guys showed up to work and never quit. That's a great thing, but at the end of the day, we weren't able to push through. We truly believed we had what it takes, but obviously we fell short yet again. Just really pissed off." Andy quotes Matthew Tkachuk, writing, "We definitely play the Florida Panthers style at the poker table. It's a shady game." Matthew Tkachuk, whom I love as I would a son. Nancy writes, "The Canes actually overachieved this season. Who honestly thought they would make it this far this season? I did not. Very proud of them. It still hurts, but the future is bright." Maggie writes, "Carolina Hurricanes were defeated, but at what cost?" Jesse writes, "I love Florida Panthers hockey." One fan writes, "I love the Florida Panthers and our team of misfit toys." Another fan writes, "Congrats to my Florida Panthers. Bring another Stanley Cup, home boys." Tessa provides a full analysis, writing, "At tonight's hockey game, the Carolina Hurricanes started strong and dominated with 2 goals in the first period. It seemed as though the Canes were going to hang in there and extend the series to a game 6 and 7. However, as the Panthers were ahead 3 games in this series, they were set to eliminate the Canes tonight. In the second period, the Panthers responded with 3 goals. Florida came back from behind and won the game 5-3, ending the hopes of the Canes to advance to the finals. The Florida Panthers are the Stanley Cup champions from last year, and they can't get enough of that winning streak, as last year was their first Stanley Cup win ever. A back-to-back Stanley Cup will be spectacular for the Florida Panthers history books. Florida will face the winner of tomorrow night's game between the Oilers and the Stars, because the Oilers could sweep Dallas tomorrow unless the Stars change their fate. Stay tuned." A Florida Panthers fan offers their perspective, writing, "I may be a Florida Panthers fan, but what an amazing fight Canes put up against us. I applaud all that played against us." Florida Panthers write, "Propaganda we're falling for. Depth is definitely important. Marchie is an incredible Florida Panther. Carter is the most clutch. Barkey leads to the best places Benny loves animals." Florida Panthers also write, "Had to make this one a little interesting, so we let the tropical depressions get 2, but we brought the fire in the second, with Chucky showing off his hand-eye coordination and Erod joining the playoff goal-scoring club, and Marchie with a perfect pass to Lundy. And the thing that doesn't scare Floridians, tied it. But the Cap was ready with an incredible play to Swaggy, and Benny is always thinking of the animals, which means the Cats are heading back to the Stanley Cup Final, 9:39 p.m., May 28th, 20. One fan writes, "I think Jack Roslovich is not coming back with the Canes." Thomas writes, "Absolutely insane that Joe Thornton, Patrick Marleau, Joe Pavelski, and Brent Burns never won a cup." Paul Maurice stirred up some controversy with an argument he had with Carolina Hurricanes coach Rod Brind'Amour. Jordan writes, "Paul Maurice doesn't believe in coaches joining the players' handshake line and said in his press conference he asked Rod not to." One fan writes, "I gained a lot of respect for Rod Brind'Amour after he called out Paul Maurice for not shaking the players' hands." Lots of fans were happy for Panthers player Brad Marchand. Donnie writes, "Brad Marchand is going to a Stanley Cup final, and I couldn't be more excited, even though I can't stand the Panthers." Mary writes, "The only reason the Panthers should win is because Brad Marchand deserves the cup. That's all?" Panthers historian writes, "Can't even remember who Panthers great Brad Marchand used to play for. The Wild, Blackhawks, Utah." many fans turned their attention towards the Stanley Cup Finals. Isabel comments, "Are we going to see Panthers versus Oilers in the Stanley Cup, or is going to Panthers versus Stars?" One fan writes, "Yeah, McDavid is the NHL's only hope at stopping Florida from being a dynasty." Another fan writes, "Oilers versus Panthers, Stanley Cup rematch is going to be a bloodbath." Brandon writes, "Panthers will win their second consecutive Stanley Cup. They are an unstoppable team." So, what did you think of Panthers versus Hurricanes Game 5? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fan reactions. Thank you very much.